My friends, this is an all-hands-on-deck, red alert, government overreach, 1984 censorship, Big Brother spying, mass surveillance, nightmare scenario that's happening right now, and we need to talk about this. All of us, every creator, everyone who even engages with online content, even if you're just accessing the internet, right now. Biometric data is now being demanded of users just to access the internet, or they will have their accounts locked. Within the last few days, we've seen the implementation of the Online Safety Act in the UK, which demands that people submit their scanned government ID, face, or credit card to access portions of the internet, and as it expands to potentially access the internet altogether. And this has now hit the US, and it is moving to the EU. As far as I can tell at this moment, it is not hitting Canada for now. This has affected Discord, Xbox, Reddit, Wikipedia, Spotify, YouTube, demanding that you scan and submit your faces to confirm your ages. If you don't, you are locked out from accessing these services in part or in whole. And if you fail to submit your ID for your account, such as Spotify, they'll straight up just delete your account. Super! For now, people in the UK are using different methods to get around this when possible, such as using Death Stranding's Norman Reedus in photo mode for scans to confirm that they are an adult.
So apparently you can bypass Discord's new age verification in the UK by using Sam from Death Stranding. So yeah, I've got Discord ready to go, so I'm going to give this a go, I guess. Start face scan. Come closer to the camera. Open your mouth. So we're going to close your mouth. Stay still. It just did it. Age group, adult. So there we go. I mean, I am an adult, so that's fine, but this is who it verified.
However, when their AI tool inevitably scans all submissions and realizes that 90% of people in the UK are Norman Reedus, I highly suspect they're going to use that as justification for more stringent measures and demand further government ID. If you don't believe me, here is their government official talking about not dodging this to protect kids.
This is the biggest step forward in child safety since the internet was created. There is, since Friday last week, children and parents will notice the difference in the experience that children have. Most children do not go looking for harmful and dangerous and pornographic content. Most children actually have found that the content has come to find them. That's why we've acted so decisively in this. And for everybody who's out there thinking of using VPNs, let me just say to you directly, verifying your age keeps a child safe. Keeps children safe in our country. So let's just not try and find a way around. Just prove your age, make the internet safer for children, make it a better experience for everyone. That's surely what we should aspire to in this country.
Giving anyone online your personal data is super sketch, let alone giving your entire doxable information out to every company out there just to be online. Data breaches are not an if conversation, but a when. Even recently, we saw with the T app, all of their scanned biometric personal data that was submitted to create accounts on there, including driver's licenses, were just leaked on the internet for anybody to access. Homes, locations, their faces that are connected with that, connected to everything that they were posting. Horrifying nightmare scenario. If you have a friend who works in tech, just ask them how incredibly insecure user data is and how many people at the company can access or use private user information just by looking it up. Just ask them. YouTube is now jumping on the bandwagon by rolling out an AI to detect if users are actually under 18 and will ignore whatever your submitted age is and apply restrictions until you provide your face scan, government ID, or credit card to actually unlock the platform again. This functionality to demand face scans and government ID submissions is already on YouTube and has been for months, from what I've seen in 2025, for any creator who has wanted to become a monetized account. It was stated during my submission process for HaveYou that in order to weed out AI accounts on YouTube, you had to confirm you're a real human being. That's a good thing. Fewer AI theft content farms on the platform is good, but this is massively going beyond that for accounts that are not even interested in getting monetized. YouTube's age estimation system is coming to the United States, and even if you're well over the age of 18, you might soon have to show Google your ID to prove it. Starting August 13th, YouTube will roll out its age estimation model in the US to determine if the user is under 18, regardless of the birth date tied to the Google account. The model uses AI and a range of signals, including YouTube activity and account age, to guess a user's actual age. It will also base its decision off the types of videos types of videos a user is searching for, and categories of videos they have watched. If it decides you're a teen, YouTube will automatically apply content restrictions and digital well-being tools, limit personalized ads, and reduce exposure to problematic content. Incredibly vague. You'll have the option to verify your age through government ID, selfie, or credit card if you believe our age estimation model is incorrect. Wow! Lucky us! We are allowed to submit our personal info. Very cool. So if you're watching content that YouTube's very good AI determines is typically what kids enjoy, potentially anime, cartoons, Minecraft videos, Let's Play, Smash Bros, Pixar movies, Disney videos, Pokemon cards. If this AI determines you are under 18, regardless of your selected birthday and your account information and how old your account is, it will lock you out until you submit your personal information and biometric data, holding your account and your ability to access YouTube hostage. Just at a very surface level, if you think this can't go wrong, I hate to say I'm grandpa age at this point, but I've been on the platform long enough now to have seen multiple iterations of different AI that YouTube has used to scan content and determine whether it is acceptable as a whole, or even if it is allowed to be monetized, to know that that is not the case. Even AI flagged videos that receive a manual review have been determined to be unacceptable, regardless of if that is actually the case. AI cannot be trusted with the existing information on the platform, let alone the demand to scrape all new sensitive data from you. Have you been through shorts recently and seen the storytelling that they do with AI stories in the cartoons? Do you remember the one where they're straight up f***ing? I do. I didn't like it. Back in 2019, there were class action lawsuits being threatened against YouTube because LGBT content creators were seeing suppression and censorship of their content because of automatic reviews determining that anything that was titled, tagged, described, or even had within their videos the word gay, those videos would be suppressed or outright demonetized, regardless of if the content was actually dangerous or hateful or legitimately offensive. It was simply for having LGBT themes. I saw this for the first couple of years of uploading content. I still see this effect to this day, where anything that I uploaded that had LGBT tags at the time was automatically demonetized until a manual review had been performed, up to days or weeks after a video had been published, for them to decide whether or not it was allowed to make money going forward. Even after a reviewer eventually decides that something is allowed to be monetized, if they determine that, its performance is still affected long term. Back when I had a YouTube partner manager, this is something that I brought up with them as well, as I had noticed that specifically the LGBT videos I was uploading were receiving extra scrutiny and delayed review times compared to any of the other videos that I had been uploading, and the amount of pushback that I received for even suggesting it was wild. YouTube's AI has failed repeatedly to the point where, in addition to removing the earnings on videos from creators, has erroneously straight up deleted YouTube accounts entirely. I have so many examples of their tools gone amok, gone awry, that I had to complain about it on Twitter. Ugh. Just to get more human eyes on it because their AI had acted irresponsibly and their employees enforced the AI's actions. Hey, YouTube, I can't believe you've done this.
They took that and then they just ran off in a really weird direction. They were like, yep, I know what I want to say. And then they said, he can eat or sleep without you. I think they meant...
Right there. That's the timestamp, 2719, English accent. I think they meant can't?
I think they meant can't,
Yes,
right?
I think can't.
Oh.
Like he can't live without you, he's so dependent on you. Or what about this one? YouTube's fun and all, but hi there, hope this email finds you well. Video contains strong profanity. Cock! At 12 seconds. An attack when so... Cock. I even show cock on screen. Are you kidding me? Hey, look, these are examples of cock that I Googled. I straight up sent YouTube cock pics. Half a month and so many emails later, it's finally monetized. Yay! Hope you're having a great day. I heard back upon checking the video you shared is eligible for monetization. I appreciate hearing back, and I signed this Beavis because the support email I got, it said, "Hi, Beavis." Damn, using my whole government name. You want to see what Salty got demonetized for back in 2019? Here, hold on. It's a couch, YouTube. This was pre-AI image days as well. Like, the funny thing is that it looks like a butt, but it's clearly not a butt, and then any human who's looking at that will know that it's not a butt, but an AI who looks at that cannot determine that that is not a butt, so it goes ahead and makes the action, the determination, oh yeah, we'll just rip down the video, and then whoever the employee is supposed to look at that, they just go, yeah, you know what, we'll side with the AI on this one, whatever, pick a different image. God dang it! Which very well could mean that YouTube's AI will erroneously lock you out of your account and then demand that you provide personal data to get full features unlocked again. We have already seen how many times over that YouTube has been irresponsible with their implementation of AI tools, from the point of being annoying to the point of suppressing content creators for having themes that are too gay. We have seen how they will not act unless publicly shamed on a large platform with a lot of eyes on, like Twitter. Unless we start pushing back against this now, it's going to be too late. There's a massive reason why I personally think that YouTube would be interested in jumping on this early and pulling every user's info to confirm who they are legally and that they are a legal adult. And simply put, from my uneducated, very biased perspective, and I could be wrong, but I might not be, is to more effectively roll out ads to you, targeted to you, and to show that they have X number of confirmed adult viewers watching specific ads. Right now, creators are paid on a split of ad revenue from YouTube based on how many advertisements are watched, and my personal opinion would be that those ad slots would become infinitely more valuable the more information they can scrape from you and cater to a company's requested target audience.
It's just a theory. A game theory.
Why do we even have the YouTube Kids app at all? We've been asking this as content creators for years, even during the COPPA platform guideline changes. Parents are responsible for their children and what they access online, and demanding that the entire internet provide doxable info is not going to make things more safe, and has arguably already made things far more dangerous for younger people on the internet by restricting what people under the age of 18 can access online, including independent reporting, outside of what would be a sanitized, mainstream, government-approved narrative. There are long-term consequences to being mass surveilled that need to be talked about. You know the scientific principle that an observed subject will behave differently if they know that they're being observed? It's oversimplified. You will feel less inclined to have as strong opinions online about anything happening, from world events to government actions to political party affiliations to what info you seek out and what videos you watch, if you know your government has access to what you say about Trump online and can connect it to your legal ID. We've already seen what happens at the border if you just have memes of JD Vance on your phone. What will they do when they decide that you are engaging with anti-government viewing patterns? This is easily going to disrupt what people watch, changing how people engage with online platforms. If Spotify is locking out users until they provide their government ID and biometric data, and then deleting your account if you don't provide it, you know this isn't just about protecting the kids. Your privacy is being stripped from you right now. How quickly this is rolling out across the internet should scare everyone.